What's going on, everybody? Tim from Tierfon Orbital. So this is going to be a very quick demo video for an install commission that I recently completed on an Electrum Sabers EvoFlex. I'm not going to go over my gripes with them. I'm not going to talk about how much I love this hilt when a Proffie is in it. We're just going to do a very quick demo. I also do want to talk about, now that I think about it, I probably will mention at some point how awesome this sounds and how much I love the way this hilt sounds when it's upgraded. So full disclaimer, I probably will mention that. So anyhow, I did update the chassis for this particular install. I've been running with a stock chassis that I designed like last year, but I wanted to update that a little bit and add some greebly work and things of that nature. That's really all I did. I just added greeblies onto the chassis, right? So without getting into it, let's talk about the chassis. Let's talk about how to use the hilt, and then we'll put a blade in it and we will be on our way, right? So let's come up top. This is the chassis that I did for this particular install. So there's just some different greeblies on the side of this chassis. The original one didn't have any greeblies at all, really. There may have been some like shapes on it, but I wanted to update this just to show a little more detail on the chassis itself, right? Proffieboard sits around back. We have a kill switch. Battery tray is here. We've got a 28mm speaker. This is from the Saber Merchant. And that's it, right? So same as my original chassis, I do put 2 neopixels up top here. This is for the vent shine through. And there is a 2020 neopixel strip behind this lens that gives us shine through in that grill area. And these are just lenses that I printed off in translucent resin. This top one I just slide it over the top of the chassis, and this one just kind of wraps around, right? And they're both just glued in place. And that's it, right? So to use the hilt, you want to take your battery, put it in the chassis, hit your kill switch. Right? So there we go. So to use the hilt, okay, so you want to take your grip, obviously, unscrew it. So I do want to talk about, I do some body modifications to these hilts when I do this particular install, right? So I do maintain touch functionality in the Electrum clamp card. I also wire up the SMD LEDs that are on board these clamp cards. Now for this particular one, these were pretty finicky. One of these SMD LEDs actually would not light. 2 of them wouldn't light, actually. I'm not quite sure what happened, so I replaced them. And I take this entire upper shroud off, okay, and I route channels on each side for vent shine through, okay. And those are just the body modifications that I do. Now on this particular one, the client did also request that I add a glass eye to the top of this, and I've never done that with an Evo before, but it was a no-brainer, right? Because it is a Graflex inspired hilt. Why not have a glass eye? And I don't think I've seen an Evo with a glass eye. I mean, I'm sure somebody's done it, right? But yeah, I thought that was a really fantastic look, and we've got shine through. I did need to modify this a little bit because of the wall thickness on the upper part of the hilt. There was not a lot for these threads to grab onto, right? So you put your battery in, hit your kill switch. I like to point the Proffie up towards the switch plate or the clamp card or the control box and slide your chassis all the way in. And then you want to screw your grip on and you're good to go. Let's come down to the bottom here. So there's that shine through. Yeah. So the client did request for some specific fonts. Let's put a blade in it really quick and do a demo. All right, so get your blade. There was a blade plug in there. That was my blade plug just for the demo, right? Put your blade in so it's resting on those pins. Tighten your set screw, and you're ready to go. Yeah. Here it comes. Here it comes. He's going to talk about how much he loves this hilt when it's upgraded.
I must be cautious wherever I go.
Listen, I'm just going to say it now and get it out of the way. I love the way that this hilt sounds when it is upgraded. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds. It is one of the best hilts. So, this has been set up with Proffie OS 6. So to change your color, you want to hold down aux and tap main. And then you can twist your hilt till you find a color you like. See what else we got.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
So, the client, to the client, you did...
Force will be with you. Always. The dark saber.
There were some...
It belongs to you.
You made some font requests, so I did put the fonts that you requested on here.
That's a...
My name is Toby.
Then.
So I did put all the fonts that you requested on here, and the Gundam font that you wanted. Man, just an absolutely fantastic hilt when it's upgraded. It's great, just a great hilt, fantastic hilt. All right, so that's enough for me. I just wanted to do a quick demo on it. This again, like I wanted to show off the upgraded chassis on this, so I think that's all I got. So to the client, thank you very much for trusting me with this build. To the viewers, everybody, if you have any questions about this particular install, please don't be a stranger. And with that being said, may the force be with you always. Thanks for watching.